Alright guys, so I'm definitely thinking about competing. I have 12 weeks and this will be my first competition, and I will be doing figure, and I'm really doing it in support with my brother because he's planning on competing NPC October the 1st. So that means I got a lot of work to do, guys. This is 12 weeks and I'm starting off with my diet because I recognize that my body definitely responds to nutrition and proper nutrition, and I know my body, I understand my body, and I definitely understand what I've been doing wrong and what I should be doing right, and I just gotta do it. So in this video I'm going to show you how I'm dialing in my diet. Stay tuned. Alright, so seriously guys, my meal prep is going to be extremely simple. I'm doing 5 meals, maybe more, but I'm focusing Monday through Friday because I need to prep for those days because I'm at work from 8 to almost 5 o'clock in the early evening. So, sweet potato, crinkle cut. I have 3 bags. I actually have 5 bags, but we'll see. I'm going to cook all 3 bags and see if I can get about 8 ounces of sweet potato because that is my carb that I need. And then I have the chicken breasts. This is 2.5 pounds. This actually gets me about 9 4-ounce servings. So this is way more than enough. I can just use it for some of whatever's left over for dinner. And then I just pulled these out of the freezer. This should be enough for 5 days. It's my broccoli, and instead of them being raw, I'm actually going to cook them with some coconut oil and some garlic and herb seasoning is probably what I'm going to have with it. And that is going to be my basic meal prep. Now, you guys, when it comes to cutting, the unfortunate thing you have to do is measure everything. You have to know everything when it comes to your macros. And I'll show you guys what my macro numbers are, what my calories are, and then where I'm at as far as my fats, protein, and carbohydrates. I need more carbohydrates than I think I do, and I'm going to be carb cycling it as well, but I'm going to stay at an even point for now and see if I lose weight, and if I don't, then I'll start to drop it down. So things that you'll need if you're planning on losing any kind of body fat percentage, if you are just trying to lose weight, or if you are trying to understand what macros are for yourself and how you're going to keep track with all of that, or if you plan on competing yourself or just want to do it like you're competing but you're not really going to compete, you will need these things. You do need measuring cups. These measure cups, then a regular measuring cup, you do need those. Tablespoons, teaspoons, these are very, very important because sometimes we use the tablespoons and the spoons that we have, but they're not necessarily accurate, and you can get these for very cheap. You can find these at a dollar store or a General Dollar, depending on where you live. And these are 2 different scales. This one measures by ounces, and this one measures by ounces and grams, because it's all about the grams when it comes to your macros, or how much protein, carbohydrates, and fats that you have. So I got both. I had this one first and I was using it. You've seen it in previous videos, but I recently just got this because it was really important for me to get a better understanding when it comes to my carbs and counting it by grams. Although I still do it by ounces, I'm able to switch back and forth to see how many grams per amount of ounces that I choose on here, so I can see both without a problem, and that way I can keep making sure that I can hit my macronutrients pretty quickly or easily. Alright, so everything is all ready and seasoned and ready to go into the oven. So this is usually the easy part. I can walk away from it for about 30 to 45 minutes. And they're all seasoned. I used extra virgin olive oil in both. And for my broccoli, I used some interesting seasoning I just found. It's the Hidden Valley Ranch. seasoning and salad dressing mix. Let's be real, guys. If you've ever gone to White Castle's and you had the ranch chicken rings, it tastes exactly, I think this is what they're using. So I was going to try it and put it on my broccoli, since I'm going to start cooking most of my vegetables in my meal prep from now on. So that's ready to go into the oven. And then right here, I'm thawing this out, the chicken, and it's some fish that my husband got. I think this is already thawed out, that we're going to have for dinner. So this is almost thawed out. I'm going to cook this on the stove top because it cooks better that way. And I will be done with my meal prep in about 45 minutes. So you see here, I have my scale, and what I'm going to do is cut it on, and it should go to 0. And this is much easier because if you put your container on, it's going to show some weight, but I'm going to drop it here. When you see a single number, that means grams. When you press unit, it means ounces. And you could be able to switch back and forth between the two. So I'm really going to start off with ounces first. And I'm starting off with my sweet potato because I'm going to have about 8 ounces in there, if not 6. Yeah, 5.8, that's not bad. Not going to do more than that. And that's about 165 grams. So it might be less than that. So 5.8. Then I'm going to press 0 to go back to the beginning. Then I can put my 4 ounces of chicken breast in here. So the goal is 4 ounces. That's 3.7. Way too much. Let's take out one. 3.9. Not bad. So it'll be just like that. And then I'll just put basic cup of broccoli in. Going to use a half cup. This just seems like a lot of food to me. So that's not bad, but this is my half cup. So I'm just going to place half cup of broccoli in there and I should be fine. Alright, so my meal prep is done for 5 days. That's my lunch. The only thing I probably will pack with me is maybe some fruit and my almond butter. I'll take the container and I have everything, well, especially this meal right now is inputted into my FitnessPal, and I also have dinner ready. So red snapper, about 6 to 8 ounces, some baked beans, and peas, sweet peas. So this is my portion, this is his. He needs more than me. And it actually says for today, if you can see it, I hit my goal, so I'm a little bit over on protein. About 100 or so under in carbs and half under in fat, but the day is not over. I can actually eat one more meal. I've already had 4 today, so I don't know if you could kind of see the very first thing I had, Human Pro oatmeal, and then I did that again the second time, didn't I? Oh yeah, we're gonna take this out because I didn't have this for the second, so then that means I did hit my protein goal right at it, and I'm under 13. So pretty good. So for my meal prep, this is the bag that I use, and I make sure I take 2 meals with me, my lunch and a meal that is kind of considered a snack. So you already know that I have my meal prep done. This is my sweet potato, broccoli, and chicken. And I have a second meal that I take with me. I'll take maybe a gala or a Honeycrisp apple. And I'll have one of these Sunkist servings, the whole serving of tuna. These are really good. I've tried the barbecue one, so I think for this one I'm going to do the sweet and spicy. And what I actually add with it is about about 50 grams, maybe more of, let's see. Yeah, about 50 grams I'll try to add of just spinach into this container, and that is what I eat with my tuna. This is about 46. There we go. I'm at 51, which that makes that, if I change it, 1.9, 2 grams. No, 2 ounces, which is what? 56 grams? Probably a little bit more than that. Well, it was 50 at first, but maybe because I've touched it. So, but somewhere between 50 grams, and I would have 2 ounces. So 2 ounces is considered what, half a cup or somewhere in there. So whatever. This is how much spinach that I put in there. So, and I'll have one of these with it, and I'll put both of them into my container. And then I'm just finishing up cooking dinner. So what I do have here is some sweet peas. So those are my greens. I have some brown rice, and I have just finishing up some buffalo sausage. So that's what's going to be my dinner for tonight. Alright guys, so real quickly, because I don't want this video to be too long, because I know I showed you a lot about how I'm prepping and dialing in my diet for me and my body. It's really important that I really pay attention to my diet. I have been effing around, I have to be quite honest. But yeah, dialing in my diet. My macros are pretty simple right now. The only thing that will change is my carbohydrates. So right now for protein, I'm at 120. My carbohydrates are 150, and my fats are 50. So as the weeks go down, or as the weeks get closer to October 1st, or the 21st, one of those 2 days, as they get closer, I'm going to be dropping my carbohydrates down, and then I'll probably be doing a high carb day, and just no cheating. I can't cheat. So that's what my my macros are going for. What that means is you're paying attention to how much macronutrients you really need as far as protein, carbohydrates, and fats. Your calorie intake, what I have right now, is 15. So it's probably going to go down because I'm dropping down my carbohydrates. So the amount of macronutrients has a lot to do with how much calories that you're eating. And I can explain this a little bit more because I'm getting a better understanding of it from constantly playing around with it. But either way it go, guys, yes, I'm in my 12 week. This is week 12. I'm 12 weeks out. Well, right now I'm about to be 11 weeks out because I'm recording this a little bit late. But I'm going to try to have these kind of videos up focused on, you know, things that I'm doing every Tuesday and every Saturday at 12 p.m. So, you know, you might as well quote me on it. I'm going to keep a promise on it. I'm going to keep a focus. So that's what's going on. Other than that, make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Keep following me. Make sure you follow me on Snapchat. Oh my God, I have a Snapchat, but follow me on Snapchat Instagram. And then make sure you subscribe because I'm going to have videos about my cutting, 12-week cutting or longer for every Tuesday and every Saturday at 12 p.m. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.